The truth shocks. In the bustling city of New York, where the buildings stretch toward the clouds and the streets are alive with the hum of daily life, Peter Parker was known to most as just a quiet photographer at the Daily Bugle. But to the select few who knew his secret identity, he was the renowned Spider-Man, the web-slinging heroic figure who watched over the city. On an ordinary day, Peter had just returned to his apartment after a tiring round of crime fighting. He was about to make a sandwich when the buzzer rang. It was Mary Jane, his love interest, dropping by unexpectedly.
"Peter, you won't believe what I've discovered," she exclaimed as soon as she stepped inside.
Intrigued, Peter gestured for her to continue.
"What is it, MJ?"
Mary Jane looked over her shoulder as if to ensure no one else was listening, then leaned closer.
"It's about you," she whispered. "About Spider-Man. I heard there's a story circulating around, something you've done that shocked even the most avid Spider-Man fans."
Peter felt a knot tighten in his stomach as he listened.
"What kind of story?"
"I feel like I've been extra careful not to make the news lately," he replied, trying to brush off the tension with humor. Mary Jane handed him a glossy tabloid, the headline screaming, "The Shocking Truth About Spider-Man's Secret Mission." Peter flipped through the pages until he reached the article in question. As his eyes scanned the words, a familiar twinge of memory surfaced. The article detailed an incident that Peter had thought was buried deep in his past. Years ago, before he had fully embraced his role as a superhero, Peter had embarked on a personal mission. It was before Spider-Man was even a name people knew. His Uncle Ben's death was fresh in his memory, a wound that wouldn't heal. Driven by a need to find some solace, he had ventured across the city, not as Spider-Man, but as Peter Parker. He had found himself in a rundown part of town, tapping into his journalistic instincts, and discovered a network of underground crime. Without the suit, using only his wits and fledgling skills, he had infiltrated the network, gathering critical evidence that later resulted in the massive takedown of corrupt officials. At the time, it was a risk. He had almost blown his chance of ever becoming Spider-Man due to the attention it garnered. The article didn't name him directly, but painted a vivid story of a young man's courage and perseverance, his actions unbeknownst to the hero he would one day become. Peter put down the magazine, his mind a whirl of nostalgia and disbelief. "I never thought anyone would piece that together," he finally said, shaking his head. "I wasn't even, Spider-Man then. It was just Peter trying to figure things out." Mary Jane wrapped her arms around him, both in congratulations and comfort. "I think your fans need to know that Spider-Man isn't just the mask, but the man behind it too," she advised with a warm smile. Peter chuckled. "Seems like no secret stays buried in this city, huh?" From his window, he glanced at the sprawling cityscape, a kaleidoscope of lights and opportunities, knowing that his past actions, both as Peter and Spider-Man, will always intertwine, shaping his destiny as one of the world's greatest heroes. And so, whether myth or truth, the story of his secret mission would continue to echo, a testament to the man behind the web, further deepening the legend of the Spider-Man legacy.